Hello! Good morning, good morning! How is everyone doing today? And happy Monday! Happy Monday! Good morning, Wasabi. Good morning. How are you doing today, friend? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well today. I saw your message. For some reason it's not popping up in the chat, but I see your message. Hello! Good morning. How are you doing today? Hi, Sarah. Hello, hello. Good morning. I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, too. I'm doing well. A little tired. A little tired, a little eepy. Kind of woke up really early. Didn't want to wake up early. Oh, that's how I'm feeling. Sorry. I'm still feeling a little eepy. I am okay. I'm glad to hear you are okay. How was your weekend, you guys? Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? My weekend was the usual. Hung out with my friends. made irresponsible decisions and played Dungeons and Dragons. You know, the usual fun, goofy time. Dungeons and Dragons, I'm so glad I'm playing it again because, my goodness, I've missed it so much. I've missed playing as my little bard, my little halfling bard. I missed it so much. But, that's been my weekend, usually mostly Dungeons and Dragons and just relaxing. Crocheting, as always. Still working on stuff. I'm making a cardigan. I'm making a very special cardigan for someone who's been very good to me in my life, so I'm working on that now. And yeah, Me and my friend went to an arcade bar. We found some leftover pizza on a table and ate it. Good job! Who can say no to free pizza? Hi, Booby! Good morning to you too! Is it already time for you to start being a chaotic little gremlin and you wanna say hi to the internet, Booby? Say hi to the internet. I swear, if I did like actual face camera instead of like a model, you guys would see Booby more often than not. Buddy, can you not? Okay, turn off the number lock so he doesn't activate my stuff. Then we played Book Hunt or whatever. That's cool. I love arcade bars. We have one in the States called Dave & Buster's, and it's so fun. It's such a fun place because you can get drinks, you can get food, you can play games. It's just a big old arcade, so you can play games, you can win tickets to get prizes and stuff. You know, you can play all sorts of video games and stuff. It's really cool. It's really cool. I love going to like arcade bars. And then there's another one in my city called Barcade, where it's like a little hole-in-the-wall bar arcade where it has nothing but arcade cabinets. Like the arcade machines, like, you know. And you just get like drinks and play video games. It's always packed. I love going, but it's always packed. So I'm like, oh, too many people. Ours was called the Arcade Palace. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, because I love going to Barcade especially because it's such a vibe. There's always so many people there. Also, I'm getting sick, by the way. I'm trying really hard to fight off whatever is starting to affect me, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up getting a whole ass fever because it's like the weather is wonky in my part of the world right now. It's like hot and then cold and then hot and then cold and then. But buddy, what are you doing? There's nothing over there for you. Come on. Come here. Leave that alone. I don't care. It's not for you to play with. There's also a gay parade. Nice! That's awesome. Hi, buddy. Okay, this is where you're gonna lay? Alright. Got Booby laying with me again. He missed me over the weekend. Because you guys know, I usually stay over at Frens' house over the weekend just to be safe. Especially after a night of drinking. I always like to be safe rather than sorry. He misses me over the weekend. Right, buddy? I mean, I always come back the next day, but I know you miss me. I love gay parades. We get the Pride Parade every— Ow! You little bastard! Why'd you bite me? Why'd you bite me? He's choosing chaos today. I'm not even doing anything to tease him. He's just choosing chaos. Why are you biting me for? Hmm? What's wrong? You mad at me because I was gone all weekend? Hmm? You mad at me because I was gone all weekend? Sorry, Bubba. We don't know what's happening, but we jumped out of the Uber at some closed up street in the city, and there were weird country flags that think gay people come from. But they were on floats. That's really cool. That's really cool. Ow! You little bastard! Why are you biting me for? Here, first off, let me clean up your eyes. We don't have dirty kitties in this house. There we go. Clean as a whistle. Now, why are you biting? Ow! Why are you I'm being bitten up by Booby. Like, I'm only petting him. I'm not doing— Ow! Why? Why are you biting me? Why are you biting me? Why are you biting me, huh? What are you being a bad boy for? Hmm? He's having a temper tantrum, I think. I gotta unplug my keyboard because he's laying up all on it. But there were floats. That's really cool. I love Pride Parades. The one we have in the summer in my city, oh, they're always so huge. It's always so huge. It's always a big event. Like, we have streets being closed off. The transit systems are always, like, rescheduled with different schedules because of it. It's such a big event in the summer where I live. And it's just it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. The parties, the events, the music. The parade itself is just wild. Are you done biting me, sir? Let me see your murder mittens. Do I have to trim your murder mittens again? I just trimmed them. No. No, you're just being chaotic. Yeah. You good now? Are you calm? Little asshole's biting the hell out of me. You're just so ingy. What are you ingy for? Yeah. But, oh, they're so fun. Okay, so let me talk about the schedule for this week real quick so I don't... What? I'm just petting you. Ow! Hi, Bean. You too? I got double trouble over here. Hi, Bean. What's wrong, Meow? What's wrong, Meow Meow? You're another one. I got two here who want my attention. One who's biting me and one who just wants a pet. Wants her pets. Why are you biting me, sir? Why are you biting me? I'm gonna be all beaten up. Ma'am, don't you... I have kitty chaos happening, oh god. I was pretty small, we did arrive around 7 p.m. I think, so it was around the end. Me and my friend were looking at the parade and they were showing the flags and guys in gold on these, but these other guys came out with signs with words on it and we left. Oh, ooh, gross. Reading the signs, CBF reading the signs, so we left to a bar around the corner. Yeah, I always hate when that happens. Let people live, jeez. What? Why are you grunchy? Why are you grouchy at me, huh? Go somewhere. Why aren't you biting me anymore? Anyway. So this week's schedule, before I forget, we're gonna be doing a story time tomorrow. Tuesday will be story time. We're gonna be reading The Stranger by Albert Camus. It's an interesting book. I read this book, I have the actual, like, physical copy. I read this book in high school for my sociology class. It was I found it to be a really fun, interesting story. Not fun, it was definitely a messed up story. Like, it definitely had well, not messed up, it's definitely... It's definitely a story. They were pro-LGBT, but it was too long for me to read, so me don't read. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yes, so yes, I read this book in high school for my sociology class because it's a decent example of human behavior and sociopsychology and stuff like that. I'm actually very excited to read this to you, so kind of picked it last minute, but you know. It's a good story. It's not a long story, it's a very small book. It's maybe about, what, 100 pages? About 130 pages. Not even, like 120, 30 pages. So it's a very short book. I'm pretty sure we can knock it out in a stream. So I figure we can read a little short story, have a little short story. Wednesday there's not going to be a stream. Thursday I will be playing more of Amori, and then Friday, probably more Deponia with Cal. And if not, then maybe another game. I do definitely want to play another game pretty soon, so I'll continue with Amori this week, and maybe next week I'll start a new game. Who knows? Oh, so guys, cross your fingers and wish me lots of luck. I applied to this new job, I applied to work at a store, which gives me an option to actually sit down and not have to be standing on a constant basis, which is great for my back, and I can actually work. And guys, wish me luck. Cross your fingers and wish me all the luck, because if I get this job, my schedule will be changing. I don't know how it will be changing, but it definitely will be changing. But I do plan on continuing streaming, even though I may start a new job. Hopefully, I'm hoping. It looks so good. It looks promising. You know, this new job prospect looks promising. I never wanted to. It's definitely retail, but you know, it's more sales than just regular retail. But you know what? I can do it again. It's fine. I hope I get it. Fingers crossed. I won't say what store it is for privacy's sake, but I do hope I get it. I'm excited. I'm excited. Here's to hoping it works out. Even if it's just a part-time job or a seasonal, it's something in my pocket. And I can put that money away and it'll be really good. And Here's the hoping. Here's the hoping. I'm very, 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 very much hoping I get this job. If not, I can always try to find another one, but still, this is a good one. This is a good one, and I hope I get it. Let's see. But, yeah, so this week is fairly simple. We're gonna be playing some more Mori on Thursday. I'm excited to continue on Mori. It's such a cute game. It's such a cute game. I really enjoyed the game. It does have it is a horror game. It is a horror game, but a lot of that horror stuff is like it'll show itself. It's not. I don't want to say it's scary. I think it's more like they advertise it as psychological horror, right? So it's like but right now I don't think it's scary. I'm just thoroughly enjoying Amori. Even if it's not scary, it's still a great game experience. I'm actually really enjoying myself playing the game. So, I'm excited to play more. I also want to start playing a new game next week. I'm thinking, instead of doing like story time, bro, it'll get scary after episode 180, you just gotta wait for it. No, I know that it gets scarier. Like I'm pretty. I was told that Amori is one of those slow burn games where it's like, oh, it's gonna be fun. It's a fun game regardless. I'm having fun regardless. If it was scarier, I think I would probably enjoy it more because I'm looking for the horror. But honestly, I'm just enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. It's very cute. It's definitely more of an adventure than a horror, in my opinion. But you know what? It's like an adventure game with some horror elements, I think. Excuse you, Boo Boo. Can you not? Get down. Hey. Down, mister. Get down. Down. Come on, Boo Boo. You know better. I don't want you knocking down the plants. And don't pick a fight with your sister. Get down. Good boy. But I don't know. Even if it's not scary, I'm still enjoying it. It's a nice game. It's definitely my kind of aesthetic of a game. It's very colorful. It's very bright. It's creative. It's random and weird, and I like it. It's like it's definitely like it's definitely like inside the mind of an individual, like a dreamland, and I like it. I can't wait to see what more happens in the game. I'm currently crocheting right now in case you're wondering why my eyes are closed. I'm taking my sweet time making a lot of presents. I'm making a lot of presents for a lot of people. Some friends are going to be getting homemade socks for Christmas. So I'm just trying to crochet a bunch of stuff right now. That's the kind of person I am. I like giving handmade gifts to my friends. For like Christmas and stuff, like especially now that I'm kind of like still struggling with employment. So for me this is a lot more special. I think it's a lot more special to kind of have handmade gifts. Like I don't know, I think something special about it. They should make a game based in my mind. Maybe you could contact a game maker, write out a script, a storyline, you know, storyboard it out. See what happens. See if maybe, Booby, what you doing, buddy? I need you to not do that. They're so chaotic today. It's ridiculous how chaotic my cats are today. Like, bruh. It's just so, and it's also busy in my house today. The scientists are running in and out today, so. It's a madhouse. My cats are chaotic, my house is chaotic. Creator's been working not in his lab as much. Like I think he's just doing a lot of more of the paperworky side of stuff. So he's been in the house a lot more lately, which I'm not complaining about. I love when Creator is home, but at the same time it's like I liked having the space to kind of do my own thing. I'll get GPT to code a game for me. Oh no. And also make a story for me. I mean, if that's how it works. I don't know. I don't don't know. I like really creative games. There's a lot of really creative games out there, and I really love like those creative games. I love seeing how people can turn like the gaming media into like a whole epic. You know, like there's this game that's been really popular lately called Slay the Princess. And yes, buddy, you want to go out? You want me to let you out? All right, let me let you out, bud. Come on. Oh gosh, bees, be careful. There you go. You want to go out too, Mom? Pretty girl. Okay, they just the cats wanted to get out. Ugh! I don't know. I just think it's fun to be able to have a whole narrative. How about that Lethal Company? I know it's. I have to get it. I have to get it. It would be so. I have no money, so I really want to get it so I can play it. It would be fun. It would be fun to play. That has been catching the internet by storm. Right, I know. I want to get it so I can play it too. I really do. But I am unfortunately broke. I am broke. But that's fine. I'll get it at some point. I'll get it at some point. It's no biggie. So I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons lately, and right now we're at this weird story arc. This video has officially broken the internet. I mean, this particular thought? No, I highly doubt that. What was the thing? Oh, so my D&D campaign's been fairly interesting. Mostly because we're a party of 3. Most of our D&D group can't always make it to D&D nights. And, it is... What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Because now I'm like thinking of, I'm just thinking about Lethal Company. D&D nights have been interesting because we're just a party of 3 because most of our friends can't always make it to can't always make it to game nights because one of them has a family, just one of them just started a family and you have a very young child. The others work long hour jobs, which is it's fair. Life is life. So we're just a party of 3, and the 3 of us, I shall refer to their names as their D&D character names. So we have Tyrael, who is a Aesir paladin, and we have our friend Aquarion, who is a warlock, a wizard. He's a wizard. He's a human wizard, and I am known as Syrah Littleleaf, the halfling bard. So we're a very strange party of 3. We all get along very well, just like in real life. And Tyrael is a very, very chaotic individual, both in-game and in real life. So the shit that we go through in the game oftentimes leads us to getting into really weird shenanigans, mostly because of Tyrael. So with me, Tyrael, and Aquarion, we're all together in a little we wake up in a forage, and apparently it's overrun by zombies, and we get attacked by a zombie ogre, in which my friend Tyrael dared me to seduce it, which I tried and failed greatly, which almost resulted in me dying. And we survived the encounter along with our NPC character, who is Aquarion's apprentice in magic, named Banta. And Banta's a little asshole. He's an asshole character. He's like a cat person. I don't remember what those cat people characters. I don't remember their names, but yes, if you know D&D, you know what I'm talking about. asshole character. Just really a little devious little bastard. Helpful, but a big coward as well. So when we really need him, he's hiding somewhere. Coward. But after we do that, we go to town. We kind of let the town official know, hey, guess what? There's like a horde of zombies. Something about a lich. Things like that. Oh yeah, Aquarion gets contacted by a lich, and threatens very bad times to come very, very soon. So we let the mayor of the town where we reside in know that, hey, bad things are happening and they're coming real quick. And they're like, oh, okay, so, you know, we would love your help to dispel this bad times. And we were like, yeah, okay, cool, sure, pay us. You know, and they were like, oh yes, we'll pay you if you survive, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, cool. So then we're like, we're taking some, you know, downtime, going to the shops, you know, getting lucky. Some of us. I try to hit on the I try to seduce the blacksmith into getting a good deal on some crystal throwing knives. I didn't I didn't fail. I got me a discount, but it wasn't a big one, so I was like, okay, I'll take it. Tyrael ended up hitting on a nun and succeeding. And Aquarion went to an herbal shop. Got herbs for like healing and stuff, and potion making, and getting the high. And ended up also hitting it off really well with the elf apothecary. It wasn't an apothecary, not an herbal shop. An apothecary. The apothecary lady chick thing. She hit it off there, so both of them got lucky that night, whereas I, having not gotten lucky, ended up performing at the local tavern for a free room and food. And boy, did I get a lot of free food and a nice room. Because I got money. I got paid. I got a lot of gold. A lot of gold that night. So, you know, can't be mad. Can't be too mad. I got lucky in the whole other way. And then this campaign, we went through our rest, our shenaniganeries. We ended up getting our weapons enchanted. I got my throwing knives enchanted. I got my throwing knives enchanted to not only to come back to me, but to be more durable and to do magic damage, which is so cool. It's so cool. And also, my character uses a rapier, so my rapier ended up getting also blessed by the Church of Bahamut, because that was Tyrael's church. And not only does it do cool magic-y stuff, it glows in the dark, and it does a lot more damage now, and I'm very happy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting my stitches. Hold on. And very happy. And that's where we about left off. We went off. No, lies. We went off to the city of the dead that was there, and we ended up running into a kobold who got injured. So we helped the kobold, and he got very confused and just walked away. And it turned out to be a very big kobold ambush, which we have defeated greatly. And we ended up capturing one of the kobolds, and with Tyrael's translation, because he knows Draconic, we figured out they were like, oh yeah, we were just trying to rob you, but we never planned this far ahead in case we got beaten, so, you know, shit. And then we're like, do you know the way to this temple that we gotta go to for some side quest? It's like a side quest, but not a side quest. You know, it's related to the story, but it's still like a side quest. We had to go to this temple to kind of do this thing. I'm glazing it over. I'm glazing over a lot of it because, of course, it's our D&D nights of bad decisions. Of course, we were drinking. So I'm glossing over all the things I remember. I'm not trying to give too much away right at this moment. But we ended up doing that. We're, you know, currently traveling to said temple as we speak. So I'm very excited for next week's game because I want to know what happens next. And the DM, he did a cool thing because he went on this site. I think it's called Roll20, Roll D20. I think it's called Roll D20, and built the map that we're using for our setting, like digitally, and you know, did all our stats. So we're using, like, we have a physical copy of our character sheet, but we also have a digital copy that we use with this site called Roll20. So if you play D&D and you want to like have it a little easier to keep track of everything, you know, both as a DM and as a player, you know, it helps out a lot. It helps out a lot. Hello, Kakarot. You are a little late, but you know, it's fine. You're always welcome here, whether late or early. You know this. But how are you doing today? I hope you had a great weekend. I'm just talking about my D&D campaign. I had a lot of fun. I'm just kind of recapping what we did for the last couple of weeks, and it was a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm also crocheting, so if you hear me randomly counting, it's just I'm trying to keep track of where I am in my crochet. But yeah, so we're using this site, and he built this really cool map. It was a very simple map, but it's a very cool map he built, and it kind of helps us visualize everything where we are. Also keep track of my like character sheet, and I can just like I fix it up and change it anytime. I'll, you know, not have to worry about like writing down. You don't have to worry about really writing down anything. It's very easy kind of to keep track of everything. But we were using this site, and he ended up, you know, connecting his computer to his his laptop to the television, our friend's television, so we could see the whole map from like. So from where we're sitting, we can see the whole map, and it's really cool. Yeah, I'm talking about Dungeons and Dragons. You know, it's a lot of fun. I played Dungeons and Dragons on the weekend with my friends, and I was just talking about my campaign. We ran into some undead, got a little bit of a problem with the lich. Went to warn town of said lich problem. Took some downtime. I struck out in the seduction department, trying to seduce a hot tiefling blacksmith for a discount, but made a killing in performing at the local tavern. Free room, free food, and money. I was happy. My friends got into their own shenaniganery, which both of them ended up walking back to the inn with the walk of shame. One party member who got robbed for like 80 gold, which was funny. We were getting our weapons enchanted. Like, my goodness, why is my girl meowing? She wants attention today. My cats just want attention today. They're meowing at one of the assistants. Wait, did anyone have Pokemon battle with the lich using the undead? Not yet. We haven't got to that point yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. Like one of my companions, we'll call him, his name is, he goes by Aquarion. He ended up he's a wizard. And he ended up getting a vision of the lich. Saying, "Oh yeah, bad times are gonna happen like real soon." So, was that a doghouse or a cat? Hold on, I gotta see what she's up to. What's wrong with me? She's just very vocal today. No, he got lucky. He got lucky, Kakarot. He didn't fail. He didn't fail the vibe check. He got lucky, but it just turned out she robbed him anyway. So they both had the walk of shame. One of my Tyrael, who was the one who got robbed, tried to seduce a nun, and it worked. Had a great time, bar hopping and shenaniganery. And then my friend Aquarion, who's the wizard. Tyrael is a Acer paladin, so he's an asshole. He's absolute chaotic neutral. He does everything for himself. He's such a fun little guy. And I'm a halfling bard. I play a halfling bard named Syrah Littleleaf. And I love my bard so much. She's such a girl failure. She's very strong and very charming in her own way, but also an awkward girl failure who just sucks at the art of seduction. But it's still somehow very charming, to watch. Because I am just adorable. But he won, but got robbed anyway. Yep, he got lucky, but he got robbed. Oh no, oh not me. Hi, Cal. Halfling, I would throw you around him. You know, my friends do that to me too. Anytime they need to get out of somewhere in a really hurried way, I end up getting yeeted at some point in time. I find it hilarious, at the same time super annoying. I'm an S, so I thought we were talking about me. No, I'm talking about my D&D campaign. I'm talking about the D&D campaign. I'm having a lot of fun. But oh yeah, so we're using this site called Roll20, and the app also to keep track of our character sheets. It makes it a lot easier to edit, and you can build maps on that site too. Because my friend built a really good map, so we were able to see where the kobolds were when they were trying to ambush us. It really gave us a good visual because we kind of playing with one of those dry erase maps, and they were okay, but this is a lot better. It was a lot more fun. And he had this, like I said, he had his laptop hooked up to the TV, and we were sitting in a U shape, kind of like in a typical living room. We're sitting on the couch, and we have the TV up on the wall. Oh yeah, I'm in stocks in Roll20, so yeah, I like using it. It took me a while to kind of figure out how the UI is all set up, but once I figured it out, I'm like, oh, that's really convenient. That way I have my character sheet with me all the time. And any changes that can be made either through the DM or on our page. It was really fun. I used AI to make a map, and then I got rid of the DM and used chat. That would be an interesting campaign. AI runs a D&D campaign. Let's see. That would be funny. I would be genuinely interested in seeing something like that, because that would be hilarious to look at. Teach it, make an AI bot learn everything about Dungeons and Dragons, and then tell it to DM a short campaign. Oh, that'd be fun. That would be so fun. That'd be terrible. It'd be horrible, actually. Now that I think about it, I'd be like, wait, no. Cause I'm thinking of it the same way someone would be like, I gave an AI this topic and then get this topic and told them to write a script or something, and they'd be like, bro, AI is terrible, but I think if someone was to make a content, if someone were to make content out of it, just for the shits and giggles, but it would still be bad. But it would still be terrible. Let me go get that. Hold on, I gotta mute myself real quick. Okay, sorry, that was just a bot call. It was terrible. Ugh, I hate bot calls. No, you're supportive. I'm not being supportive. I just think it'd be entertaining. But like a choose your own adventure kind of. Choose your own adventure. Yeah. Those choose your own adventure books were cool. I wish they still. Do they still even make them? Are they still even a thing? Like, is that even is that even a thing anymore? I loved those kind of choose. Like, that's why I also kind of like those choose your own adventure games. Like, I want to play Slay the Princess, which is basically like it's not like a choose your own adventure, but every answer you give the princess or every action that you commit changes up the story a little bit, so you get like a different outcome and different like princess. I don't know, something along those lines, but like. Actually, you don't even need to. I guess I fill your role with the gameplay itself. See, that would be entertaining. Like, I really don't support the use of AI. I think the AI to create content and art and things like that is absolutely god awful, dog shit, horrible. But the idea of it is entertaining because some of the things I have seen that people were like, "Oh, I gave this AI bot the entire series of Twilight and told them to write a fan fiction." And you know, they come out with the most cooked shit, and I think that's entertaining. But honestly, I don't know. My honest opinion on AI is fuck AI. But alone against that, it's like D&D, but ooh. Oh, that's so cool. I'm buying Slay the Princess in a few weeks' time. I'm hoping to stream it. Let me join you that stream. I want to join you that stream. Because that I would love to be part of that. I really would. Please let me be a part of that. Yeah, the PPP first person FPS book is called Combat Heroes by Joe Dever. Cool. I don't know. Also, I really need. I sent it to you, okay? You did? What'd you send? Yay. It won't be till a few weeks later as I need to buy it. No, of course! Like, but when you do, and you're gonna stream it, let me join you. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Saturday Games Workshop has gone for my throat. I released 2 limited time Orc minis this month. Oh no, not the limited edition. Oh, I know that trap. Oh no. Oh, I hate that trap. Because then you want to get it, and because you know it's limited edition, you won't be able to get it again. So you know it came out at the perfect time for them, but not for you, and so with that plus Christmas gifts, I am now lit broke. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's summer. It's almost summertime in your part of the world. It's getting warm over there. It's getting colder over here. Like, winter is gonna be pretty chilly. Winter's gonna be very chilly this year. There's a game called Life is Adventure for mobile. It's kind of like a one-player D&D text edition. Neat. Just drop everything into. No, Wasabi, no, no. We don't do that here. We don't do illegal drugs here. Sorry, I was drinking my tea. It was very hot. It was particularly hot today, my tea. So I was waiting for it to cool down. It's still quite warm. It's been like an hour. It's been basically like an hour. It's still quite warm. So, you know, I love a good warm tea. But, oof, that was hot. You got summer allergies? Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. I don't get summer allergies because that's like the one time of the year I don't have allergies. But, my spring allergies are god-awful, dog shit, horrible. I just am a walking snot fountain during the springtime. Like, the moment I start sneezing a lot and getting sniffly, I know it is a spring. The spring has sprung. The trees are fucking, and I am not a happy person. I really hate, like, spring allergies, and my spring allergies are the worst because I'm allergic to everything that makes pollen. Everything that makes pollen I'm allergic to. Like, all the trees, all the flowers. I love flowers. I grow my own. I have plants that I grow on my own. They still give me allergies, even though I love them so very, very much. And it's awful. It's terrible. So I feel you on that, Cal. I feel you spiritually. That is exactly the pain. Are you allergic to bees with pollen? I'm not allergic to bees. I'm not allergic to bees. I have honey in my tea all the time, so I'm not allergic to bees. I'm not. I'm allergic to pollen. I'm just allergic to pollen. I'm not allergic to bees. Like, like they gave me the worst kind of hay fever. I'm back on the rain messed up with my internet. Yeah, I find that happens too when it rains. My internet gets a little funky. But yeah, I feel you, Cal. I know the pain. Because when spring comes back around, I'm gonna be in that same pain. Bees don't make pollen. They collect pollen to make honey. Honey is essentially bee vomit. I mean, it doesn't affect. I'm not allergic to honey. If I was allergic to honey, I'd be very sad, because I actually quite love honey. It's one of my favorite sweeteners to use whenever I'm making like something sweet for myself. Usually, they fertilize the plants, so they make more plants. That's what I mean. Yes, they don't make more pollen. They transfer pollen. You know. It's so cute how they transfer pollen, you guys! Bees collect honey on their legs as well as their body. So when you see bees and they have like their little yellow legs, they have they have like bee legs, their little pollen legs. They collect, it looks like they're wearing little pants whenever they collect pollen. It's so cute. They got pollen legs, it's so cute. Are you allergic to radium? I don't think so. Oh, they still have pollen on them. Technically transfer, but the points to hits. I mean, no. They transfer pollen. They don't make pollen. Plants make pollen. They only transfer it. The bees only transfer it, which makes them pollinators. It's like they help to artificially inseminate other plants with pollen that they carry from place to place. So no. I'm not taking that L. I'm arguing my point, even though it's like, you're not wrong, but you're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work that way. Bees don't make pollen; they just transfer it. Flowers make pollen. You know. And I'm just allergic to pollen. The only way to fix that, to help, not fix it, but help. They say that the way that they say that, I take medicine for my allergies, obviously. But they tell me that allergies can improve when you eat honey from your locally sourced honey, because the bees they use in local areas. Use the common plants around that area, and being able to eat that honey helps kind of build your immunity to the pollen allergies, because your body's adjusting to the pollen. How do I explain it? Your body adjusts to the pollen that was made from the honey in a way that is safe to eat. And your body starts building a resistance to, develops a familiarity so it can build the resistance to the allergy. So they say that's how it's explained to me. So I was like, huh, it makes sense, because it's like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's like when you drink the local water, it can affect your body differently than the water you would normally drink. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Your body ingests what it uses to process how to handle the food that it is eating, you know? So I'm like, oh, maybe I should try that. But, you know, buying local honey is expensive. So what I have been doing is I bought a different kind of honey. Usually I buy clover honey. But this time I bought wildflower honey. And I've noticed the difference in how I react to my flowers now. Because my plants are always flowering. My bedroom is basically a greenhouse with how warm it gets. So my basil's been flowering a lot lately, and usually that would start making me sneeze and get sniffly. Lately I haven't been that bad, because I've also been drinking basil tea. I've been pruning my basil leaves because I have a very large basil plant now. It used to be a small little thing, but now after giving it a bigger pot and some new soil and nutrients, it just shot right up. So I've been pruning that plant, drying out the leaves for cooking, and making a tea. And I made basil tea, and it's very good. And I have noticed that my basil plants don't really make me sneeze as much anymore. If anything, it just makes me a bit sniffly. So I see some merit to that. Let me read your comments because I was on a tangent. But the point is that bees have the pollen, so you're allergic to them. I'm not allergic to bees. Being allergic to bees would mean being allergic to their honey and their venom. Like if I ate honey, I would have like an allergic reaction, or if I got stung by a bee, I would have an allergic reaction. I've never been stung by a bee, but I eat honey all the time, and I've never had any problem with honey, so I don't have a bee allergy at all. I am perfectly fine. You see that one guy eating a honeycomb with a bee on it, and he just goes for it. That's. I'm like, how did they do that without like? Hold on. We had a repairman come in, so creators helping with the repairman. It's I forgot there was a repairman coming today. So a creator is talking to the repairman. I think that's also why he's been home today. Cause I was like, why is he home? Wasn't he supposed to be in the office today? No, I guess he didn't tell me the repairman was coming, or he did. I forgot. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, he just goes for it. That's so weird. Like, I'm like, doesn't he feel that? Isn't that like a 12? I miss, you can eat bees. You actually can eat bees if you're not allergic to them. Yeah, if you put a bee in the freezer, it will get cold and fall asleep after it's asleep. Put it in your mouth, but don't eat it. Yeah, you can. Bees will fall asleep if you get them cold. They would go into a hibernation state. Bees hibernate. I didn't know this. I found that out watching one of my favorite YouTubers. Who keeps bees. Like her whole channel is not about the bees. She has like a side vlog for that, another channel for that for her bee vlog. But her main channel, she talks about how she keeps bees. And I found out that her channel that bees hibernate in the winter, and I never knew that they did, and that's kind of a cool little fact. There's a lot of facts. Microwaves were invented to find a way to safely thaw out frozen hamsters back to life. But it was like, what if we use this for food? Is that really how microwaves started? That's interesting. My bee fact is true. That's how I met Jeremy, because it was so cold he fell asleep on my shoulders and chilled about 4 hours. Jesus Christ. I don't come in very much contact with bees, because I usually just leave them alone whenever I see them. But I'm not allergic to bees because I eat honey, and I love honey, so I would not want to develop a bee or honey allergy. I would be very, very sad. I would be very, very sad. So my tea has always been sweetened, has been sweetened by wildflower honey lately, and I'm hoping that'll help me build up a bit more of an immunity. So, because we have a lot of like flowers and plants in my neighborhood and trees in my neighborhood, so I'm trying to not have like too many bad allergies. Yeah, it's real. I saw a documentary on the guy on it, and the guy that invented the microwave died in late 2010s, I think. So they got to interview him before he passed away. That's interesting. That's interesting. I really find that fascinating. I find that really, really fascinating. Okay, sadly, the Society of the Purple Toad has finally found me. The renegades who have made it finally found me. Oh no. Sash, I shall be off. Oh no, go do your thing, buddy. Be safe. Run away from those purple toads. And have a good night if you manage to get some sleepy sleep. Remember, I said it's up a porcelain throne to make eggs without a phone. So you said broken hearted China shit. Only part of a true poet, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin Frosthill. Oh, a true poet indeed. Oh, I love it. Very nice. Such poetry like we've never seen before. This man controls C's and control V's his own tweets. Of course, but it's still poetry. It's still poetry. Oh goodness gracious. It's so funny. It's so funny. I don't know. I can't. I'm losing my mind a little bit. Disclosure, I had an edible before I started this, so I think it's hitting me. However, I still feel as if I can still keep going. I am very good because my back, you guys. I think I need to go back to the doctor. My back has not been doing great lately. I'll be honest. It has not. I've been a lot of aches. So I'm gonna see if I can try to see my doctor soon. And see what the heckaroni is going on with my back. I'm very worried. Yeah. For those of you who know, I have a bit of a back problem. I've been having back problems lately, and it's been not great. I don't feel like it's gotten worse, but it hasn't gotten better. So I'd rather get it checked out and worked on before it gets worse. So hopefully I haven't done any real damage to my back. So we will see. We shall see. Hopefully to get to see my doctor soon. Yeah. So, but I'm just a little medicated right now. Don't mind me too much. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh, so I'm making a cardigan now, right? I've been making these granny square patterns for a while now, and decided with these patterns I'm gonna make a cardigan. And a cardigan is like a little open sweater. Sometimes it has buttons, sometimes it don't. And I'm very excited to work on it. I figure I did the math because for the person I'm giving it to, they're more of a petite individual. So I figure if I make a nice little oversized cardigan for them, I make about a 6-inch square. And with the square I can make a column of 4, which would make it about 24 inches, or maybe 5. That'll make it 28. No, not 28. 24. That'll make it 30 inches. So it'd be a nice long cardigan. And then make it like an oversized cardigan. So if I have a column of 5 and make 4 rows of 5 columns, make 4. Yes, so 4 for the back. So 4 columns of 5 going. So 4 columns of 5 will be for the back. And then make 2 more columns for the front panels, so 2 on one side, 2 on the other. And then the sleeves, I think I can use 2 rows of 3. So going 3 columns, 2 columns of 2 columns of 3. So you do that, and then like crochet a cuff for the sleeve. Yeah, and then put it all together. I think after doing the math, I would need about 50 squares. I went on a whole tangent that probably made no sense, but it made sense to me. It made sense to me and those who kind of like crochet or know how to like make a grid. Basically, it's basically a grid. So you got like, if you think of a grid, you have 4 going across and 5 going down, and that's that rectangle would be the back. And then of course, if you cut that grid in half, you would have 2 and 2, and that would be the front panel piece. And then the sleeve would be essentially be a same kind of grid of 2 across, 3 down, and then just kind of put together, like sandwiched together by folding it on the 2, folding the 2 halves together. You know, the 2 columns together going down. And that would be a sleeve. And then you just put that all together. I know, I'm sorry. It's a whole tangent. It's a whole tangent. Would wearing a titanium corset keep your back up? Probably. But, I don't have one, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one from a doctor. Like Patrick with the one episode of the trumpet, the episode he says is mayonnaise an instrument. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Oh god, I love SpongeBob. I haven't watched SpongeBob in so long. I think I actually might check out. I might do that. I might watch some SpongeBob. I might watch some SpongeBob. I see your messages, Wasabi. I see your messages. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent, but I saw what you wrote. I don't know about the corset though. I'm pretty sure I would get a brace if I don't need surgery. You know, if I don't need surgery, then maybe a brace. East? I thought you said Weast. Weast. That's West, Patrick. You're fired again. Oh, I love that episode. The older seasons of SpongeBob were funny. I don't know about the new SpongeBob, the newer generation of SpongeBob. You know, all the SpongeBob that after basically like season 5 or whatever, or season 3, season 4, season 5, I don't know. After it was like one of them earlier seasons, I don't know. I never count, when I was a kid, I never counted seasons of SpongeBob. I'd be like, ooh, new SpongeBob's on. You know what I mean? Like, I was a young child when SpongeBob came out. SpongeBob helped shape me as who I am today. The early SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. SpongeBob's fun. I don't need it. Definitely don't need it. I don't need it. I need it! Oh god. That was the first time he ever met Sandy. Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun. Oh. So fun. We do need a hi, bread guy! Hi, bread guy! How you doing? Oh my god! It's the bread guy. How you doing, friend? Happy Monday. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing today, friend? How was your weekend? I hope you had a really nice weekend. I miss the old SpongeBob straight from the Go SpongeBob, chop off the SpongeBob. He says goals on SpongeBob. I hate the new SpongeBob. Oh, I don't know about the new SpongeBob. I haven't really watched it. Um, I haven't really watched it, so I don't know my feelings about it. I don't even remember. I don't remember the last time I even watched SpongeBob. That's so sad. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, bread guy. It's so good to see you. I had a back-breaking weekend. Oh no, that does not sound like fun. Oh, I hope it wasn't too bad. I hope it wasn't too bad, friend. It went quite well. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Nah, I haven't seen any new SpongeBob since 2014 or 2015 or something. From what I hear, SpongeBob is still going on. SpongeBob is still making new episodes. So, yeah. How I'm doing? I'm doing great. I'm medicated, so I'm feeling great. A little tired. Well, I won't lie, just a little bit tired, but I'm doing well. A little scatterbrained. But I'm doing great. I'm in a happy place. I'm in a happy place. Doing a little bit of crocheting, so if you see my eyes kind of like closed, I'm looking down a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Because I'm making Christmas gifts. I'm making a cardigan out of granny squares, and I need to make 50 of them. So I figure keep my hands busy while I talk to you. And I often figured out that I tend to stay on track a little better when I'm actually crocheting, so that way I'm not like going off. If I go off on a tangent, at least it's one straight tangent and not like multiple thoughts at one time. So kind of just exist. Right now I'm just kind of existing. I'm chilling. I've had a great weekend. I had fun playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, and I'm excited for the weekend so that I could play more Dungeons and Dragons. So excited. That's the most exciting thing that's happening in my life right now, just Dungeons and Dragons. But you know, I can't complain. It's always a good time. I'm still taking my classes. I'm still looking for work. Hopefully this job that I applied for works out, because it's a job that I can do and I'm not worried too much about breaking my back. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get it. I hate not having a job. It's the worst feeling in the world as an adult. Because I like being busy and productive. So, it's like one of those things that, oh, hold on one second. Oh, sorry, creator needed to ask me something. But, it's like the worst feeling in the world, because I feel kind of helpless at the same time. So I'm like, ugh, job, please, job. So it'll be something, because if I do get this job, I'm not going to stop streaming. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all are still going to be getting Cake the Noctis content, but the scheduling will probably be a little different. And when that happens, I will let you guys know. And I promise, once it happens, I will be making a proper schedule, like posting a proper schedule on Twitter, Discord, and here. So hopefully that'll be able to make things a little easier in terms of like streaming. So I promise to work on it. I promise. But I'm excited because I like being productive in my life, but I still like streaming for you guys. So like I said, that's not gonna stop. It'll just be a little different. I'll be forever plagued with Kind and Noctis. You make this? Wait, is that? I don't know. Wait, like in a good way or a bad way? In a good way or a bad way? That could be taken either way. I hope it's in a good way. I mean, you're not obligated to watch my stuff. You guys can come and go as you please. I appreciate it when you guys support me and watch my silly little live streams and gaming stuff. But I don't want to be an inconvenience in anyone's life. That'd be terrible. I hope it's like I hope you mean that in like a really good way. I just want to bring a little joy into your life. I want to make you guys, you know, just have a break and have fun and just goof off with me and stuff. You know, I don't want to be an inconvenience. Like, I appreciate when you guys are constantly here, but there's no obligation. No, I'm just I come here on my own volition. Okay, it got me worried for a second. Cause I'm like, oh no, I don't want anyone to feel like they have to be here. I appreciate it, but you know, under no obligation does anyone have to be here at all times. Like, but I appreciate it regardless. You know, I'm very happy to see you guys all the time. You know, all the new people, all the usuals, all the new people who can come and go. You know, I hope my lurkers can sometimes come and join the conversation. You know, just being silly, goofy. You know, nothing's being taken seriously here. You know, everything is all just fun and games, harmless fun and games. Oh, I'm really excited to play Amori again. Like, I'm stuck on thinking of Amori because I really want to play. Like, I know for, not even I know for a fact that after I play Amori for you guys, I might come back to it and play it on my own again. Just to kind of have all, like, see if I ever, like, I'm gonna try not to miss anything, in this playthrough of Amori, like all the side missions I want to try and do, you know, all the silly, goofy stuff that we can do. You know, try to find all the secrets of the game and stuff. I'm gonna try my best, but you know, I'm probably end up playing the game again, but just by myself, just to really enjoy it, like on my own experience, and take my time with it. So I'm really excited. I don't know. I feel like I will come back to Amori on my own time. It'll be a lot of fun. I do want to play Battle Block Theater again. I think I'll probably end up doing the story mode for you guys. If not, have Wasabi. You can probably join us again. Cal and Regan. We can all get together again and try and play it again because it was fun. But I think the internet was kind of stinky. I think one of y'all would have to be a host. Make it a little easier. But or even play it off stream. I don't know. I like playing games with you guys, so it's like, I don't know. We'd love to have the opportunity to play together again. That would be a lot of fun. But I would probably end up playing the story mode on my own here on stream for you guys. Just to kind of have that silly, goofy content. But you stream, so you gotta have the good footage. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But I have this other game that I also want to stream for you guys called Knock Knock. And I looked more into it, and it looks fascinating. Like, absolutely fascinating. So I'm really looking forward to streaming that one, because I'm like, it looks like a proper scary kind of game with a lot of like lore in it, and I wanna check it out. It looks like fun. So there's a bunch of games I want to be able to play for you guys really soon. I'm so excited. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll definitely have our story time, and then next week we'll probably end up playing one of the other games. I'll end up playing one of the other games that I have here. So yes. So we'll probably end up playing Knock Knock next week, or either Knock Knock or My Big Sister. My Big Sister doesn't look like it's gonna be a very long game. I think I've seen it I remember seeing gameplay of it before. I remember it not being a long game, so we can definitely play like My Big Sister. But I know that Knock Knock is a longer game. Like I know that for a fact. 'Cause I remember Markiplier playing it in like parts. So like forever ago. He played that game like forever ago. So I would definitely would wanna try and play it. I would definitely just wanna try and play it, so I don't know. Have something a little different on the channel. Not just the RPG Maker games and stuff like that. And I really, really want to try and make the clothing shift work. I think it will. But we'll see. Because the clothing shift from Chilla's art looks so fascinating to me. I want to play it. I still want to play it. Even though I've seen gameplay of it, I want to play it. And Angels of Death, I'm excited to play too, because I remember I played it forever ago. I don't remember anything about it, because I played it forever ago. But excuse me, I need a sip of tea. I remember the story, but I don't remember the puzzle solutions and things like that. So we'll be walking through it together. It ended up getting an anime adaptation, which I really liked because it was close to the source material, and the things that they did add to the story made sense in the context of the story, because one of the characters you only get to learn about through like reading texts, and the way they did it, if they made it flashbacks in the show at certain points where you would typically find like in the areas where you would find storyline for this other character in the game, like because you play as this girl named Rachel, and you meet this serial killer named Zach, and through circumstance you kind of realize you're both trapped in a place, and you're working together to get out. So through text you learn about like both their like backstories and like what happened to them for them to be the way that they are. And in the anime they make it into like really well-timed flashbacks for this character, and I don't know, it worked really well in the anime, I think. It didn't take away anything, and it added things through the context of the game, and I think it worked well. I think they did it well enough at least that you can still watch the anime and understand everything that's happening. The anime stayed very close to like the source material, so it was really good. Like word for word in script, pretty much. Clearly they had some people proofread it to like make it all make sense, but it was still very good. I recommend watching, like if you want to watch the anime without spoilers, then you wouldn't want to watch the gameplay I'll do, but I recommend watching the anime before watching the gameplay. But I'm just fixing my mic. Just readjusting it a little bit. So. But, yeah, it's really good. It's very, very good. Also, Deep Rock Galactic, maybe. I think I'm gonna end stream early. I'm running out of things to talk about. I didn't really come in with any kind of game plan, as I never do with these streams, but I'm also kind of tired. Like, it's been like a long, when you feel like you already had a long day, even though the day just started? That's kind of how I feel. Like, I feel tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. My cats decided to be like little chaos gremlins last night. So the zoomies, oh man, the zoomies that these kids had. Zooming over here, zooming over there, zooming over here. Oh, such fast moving 3-year-olds, holy crap. But they were zooming on. They were zooming on. And I got no sleep because I had to try to rein them in, but didn't wake up everyone else in the house. You know, like creator, some of the assistants tend to crash here when they have to come in early. Or they're doing like these really like long hour experiments that needs constant like supervision. So you know, like some anomalies are acting up in certain ways. Yeah, you know how it is when you have a top secret basement of weird anomalous creatures and experimentations. It gets tiring. You can't always go home, so you know, we have extra rooms for the other assistants. That way, you know, they can shower, they clean up a bit, and then go back to work. You know, things like that. We're very hospitable to our employees. At least that's what creator says. You have to be very hospitable to his employees. But it works out, you know. I feel like my dream as an old lady is either to have a cottage in a nice quiet countryside somewhere, or run a nice countryside bed and breakfast where I'm like somewhere in the forest or in like a mountains area, and it's just like a nice little bed and breakfast area where people can come and rest and get away from all the hustle and bustle, and I get to serve them food and be hospitable and things like that. That would be nice. Like one day have a little something like that. Like that's like big time old lady goals, I think. Like I would like a nice quiet cottage life where I can have a little cottage of my own, a nice quiet area, have a nice sized yard so I can have a garden and keep chickens, maybe keep bees. I always wanted to learn how to keep bees. I love honey, so I love honey, and I love the idea of making my own candles. So for me, I'd be like having the time of my life keeping bees, because I'd be like able to make my own candles and have honey, and you know, it'd be great. I love using honey. I go through like a jar, a very large jar of honey a month. Like it's a lot. I use it, and I use it almost daily in my teas. Whenever it's tea drinking season, what I like to call tea drinking season, because I drink a lot of coffee during the hotter months like spring and summer, but like autumn and winter it's all tea. So I will go through like jars of honey over like the autumn and winter season, because I love having it with my tea. It's either honey or condensed milk. Like I'll have a spoonful of it in like one of like a black tea or an Earl Grey. It's very, very nice. But I've been switching more to honey because I'm trying not to cause my stomach too much distress, because you know I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm trying to ease up on torturing my stomach, because I love having sweet condensed milk in my tea. It's just the right amount of milk and sugar for me in my tea, that I can enjoy it and doesn't take away anything from me in my tea. So I don't know, I guess it's a weird taste, but I like it that way. But I also found that I like honey in my Earl Grey tea too. It tastes like, especially this wildflower honey that I got, it complements the tea very well. So I've been very much enjoying that lately. Milk condensed to a molecular level. Sweetened condensed milk. I love that stuff. That stuff is great. Having a nice big scoop of it in my morning coffee, delicious. But I like my coffee a little sweeter than what the condensed milk makes it for me. So, but it's still very good. But I also don't like milk in my tea, so I don't drink it milk in my coffee, so I usually just I do that every once in a blue moon when I want my coffee not to be as strong, but I still want coffee. I don't know, I like strong coffee, so it's like, I don't know, putting milk or anything in it doesn't do it for me. I don't know. want to try. I found this recipe for cookies, and I want to try to make them. There are these molasses cookies, and I've had them before, and they're very good. Like, I didn't make them, but I got the recipe from the same book my friend got it from. So I'm really gonna try making these like molasses cookies. I bought molasses. I've never bought molasses before. I would use it before, like when I used to work in kitchens, but because I was more of a pastry, I was a pastry chef. So I would use it, and I know it's delicious, but I'm excited to try this cookie recipe at home. I haven't baked with molasses in a long time too, so I'm very excited. I can't even describe. How do I even describe the taste of molasses? It's like sweet, but not like sugary sweet. And it's like bitter. It's a very strong taste. It's delicious, like when you mix it with like a batter for cookies. And molasses is very delicious, but it's such a complex flavor. Like the American state? What American state like? Molasses is not an American state. How do I describe molasses? My goodness. It's like a syrup kind of thing. It has a very complex flavor. I don't know how I can describe it, but it's good. Molasses. It's not, no. What state are you? No. Molasses is not a state. Sorry, I'm just... Because I could imagine there being a state called molasses here. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be funny. That would be hilarious to me. That would be hilarious if there was a state called molasses. I thought it was one of those weird Midwestern states. Are you thinking of God, I was never good at geography. Missouri? Not Missouri. Montana? No. Like South Dakota. Oh, like Minnesota? No. Or Colorado. No. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if there was. I would find that hilarious. Like, that would be funny. Minnesota, yeah. Minnesota, that's another one. I would say Mississippi, but that's more south than Midwest. I don't know. I can imagine it. I find that funny. I really had to think about it. I was never good at geography. Like, geography was one of those things I was just like, I could be like, yeah, I know where this general. I feel like I know where this general area is, and I know what this general area is. But if you were to be like, point out this specific thing on the map, my brain would be like, load fail. And I was like, I don't know. Mississippi Queen. Where's that from? What is that from something? I feel like that's from something. I'm amazed both at geography, asking what the capital. What's the capital of Mexico? I'm asking, what's the capital of Mexico? It's a song. Is it a song? I think, yeah, yeah, it's a song. God. Mexico City. Is it really? Wait. That's the capital? I'm gonna Google that. Oh, shit, you're right. Okay. Oh, look at that. You're right. You were right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I even doubted you, Wasabi. You were absolutely 100% right. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can. You were right. Awesome. Yeah, see, I would never remember that. I would never remember that. Like, I was always terrible at geography. Like, geography and math were like my absolute worst subjects. I was never good at it. Apparently Mexico City was built in the worst spot imaginable. It's on top of a mountain, and when it rains, it causes the ground to sink further inward, so Mexico City isn't going to last long. That's unfortunate. Is that true? Oh, goodness. Oh, that would be terrible. I love geography. I like geography, it's just I was never good at it. Like, numbers I was never good at because I had, like, dyscalculia. So I math weird, and when I math weird, I you know, teachers don't particularly like that. So I struggle with, like, numbers. As you could tell as I was doing the math for my, if you were here to hear me do my, babble on the terrible math I was doing for my, my cardigan, that's how I typically math things out. It's a process. Instead of being like, oh, I can just do this, this, and this. No, that's a process I had to figure out. So, math was not easy for me. And geography, I just could never remember anything specific. I was very much a generalized individual. Like, oh yeah, this is over there, that's over there. I think, you know, but if you were to be like very specific, I'd be like, no, I can't do this. My brain will not allow me. So you know. So you know. But I loved, like, my English classes, my literature classes. I love science class. I know that I also have to deal with numbers, but it works in a way I can kind of, you know, make it work. But I loved science. I loved a lot of my classes. Art classes especially. I was always the artistic-y type of person, the crafter. I was always making something or drawing something. So of course it's very fun to it was very fun for me to do those classes. You wanna know more cities that won't last very long? It's very depressing. Let's go! I'm here for it. I'm here for knowledge, baby. Art class. I loved art class, okay? Especially if I had art classes with my friends. Oh man, I did some of my best artwork in those classes because I was always in such a good, positive mood. Because I had friends in high school that were really just like me, nerdy, artistic nerds, just the general losers, and it was just so much fun hanging out with them. You know, you don't forget those kind of days when you had like people that you were cool with in those more vulnerable times, and the freedom of being able to just be silly and goofy. It's so much fun. That kind of feeling of good, those good feelings of good friends and good vibes. I don't think I can ever forget those moments. It's always so much fun. The capital of Indonesia, Jakarta, has a flooding problem. Oh no. That's awful. But yeah, like those are things I remember from back in my day when I was in school. And all that's because of early Dutch colonization architecture. Oof, that's awful. Oh, we're learning today. Fun facts with Wasabi Man. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I was a good student. I like to think I was a good student. But at the same time, I was also like, struggling with some classes. I couldn't be a straight A student. I did my best, you know? I graduated. I did my best. I'm proud of myself for having graduated. So, I still like to learn, but I get to, I have the freedom of being able to choose what I want to learn now, which is always so good. Yeah, I could go deeper into history because it's all about the class, racial discrimination, and the usage of water resources in the city. You know, yeah, that checks out. That was basically like 90% of history, I guess. A good portion, a healthy portion of history. Against rich Dutch colonizers and the local Indonesian. That's actually really fascinating. I see, I'm learning things all the time, and I like it. It's so cool. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I like learning. Like, I can understand why kids hate school, because you're being forced to learn things you don't really have an interest in. When you learn things that are interesting because you're interested in it, it makes learning so much more fun. I fucking love learning. I love learning too. And like I said, I also like the freedom of being able to choose what I want to learn. You know, I'm not trapped in some kind of class learning the same things over and over again. Like sometimes I find schools like that a travesty. I get having a set curriculum, but not adding anything else to kind of freshen up the education experience, so that kids can have an ever-expanding wealth of knowledge and love for learning, so they can continue developing their knowledge. It feels like a travesty to me, you know? I will be forever amazed when people say they don't have an interest in history. Like, history has so much to offer. It really does. Like, I don't hate history class. I was just never good at it. Again, it was one of those things where that part of my memory just never wanted to work. So, but I loved learning history. I think people are fascinating. Like, when you look at them at an academic point of view. So, learning about human behavior through history and learning about the history itself is so fascinating to me. But if you were like to tell me something about the specifics, it would just be, you couldn't. But it was like I loved learning about it anyway. It was so fun. It was very fun to me. It was very fun to me. So, you know. I don't know. I've just been having, I don't know, I like learning and having a good time learning too. Like, I don't know, I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd. I like to learn. I like to play, like, nerdy games that require thought. I like having a good time. For me, that's a good time. You know? You know what I don't get? Like, how people can be like, oh, you know, you're such a, like, how can someone be so, like, boo to other people's hobbies, you know? Like, oh, you don't watch sports? Oh, what are you, some kind of nerd? Like the History Channel? Like, that's still a thing that happens, by the way. Like, people are a lot more accepting about certain things, but there are a lot of people that are just basically like that. Like, and it goes in the opposite spectrum. What, you like sports? You know, man, that's so brutish. How can you like that? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it goes both ways. And I'm like, how can you, like, let people like what they like? Shit. It's not so serious that you have to, like, poop on someone else's parade, you know? Like, don't yuck somebody's yum, alright? Let's let people like their shit, you know? Just because you may not like it doesn't mean other people are not allowed to like it. What if their hobby is blowing up forests? Listen, that's between them and their local police and fire department and God. Like, that's not up to me. Like, I don't agree with it, but I can't say anything against it because I'm not, you know, like, that's your thing. Go for it, I guess. But, you know, the consequences of your actions are gonna catch up to you. And if someone tells me to sing, I'ma sing. I'll be like, oh, Bobby likes to play with matches in the forest, you know, like, and then, you know, that do with that information what you will, you know. I'm not ratting you out, but it's not my business either. You know, like, I have very little stakes in this. You chose that to be your hobby. You know the consequences of your actions. You gotta take responsibility. You know? Local fire department, literally 1984. So yeah. Okay. Oh, don't burn down 97 acres of dry bush in the summertime. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Wow, okay. I have no response for that. Wasabi? I have zero response. I'm like, I'm just trying to process everything. Burning things, but disclaimer, burning things, don't burn down forests, it's bad. Okay? Leave the local wildlife alone. Leave your local trees alone unless it's like, you know, like, don't do the arson in the forest, okay? Don't do that thing. That's bad. That's big bad. Auntie K says don't do that. Oh man, I am enjoying my Monday. That's what big forests want you to say. I mean, fire ban, okay? Don't be burning down. Don't be burning down forests, okay? That's what you say. I'm totally not being held against my will in the forest somewhere, okay? I mean, you know, the forest is our friend. We're going back to the Havian period where 4 billion years come from. Bruh. That's going way back. That's going back to before things were things. You know what I mean? Like, I often think about how things would be like if there was like a difference in the past. 4 billion years ago. Oh, correction, 4 billion years ago, not 14 billion years. That's a lot of years. It's insane to think about how much has evolved in all the years of existence. Of our, like, of existence on this planet. It blows my mind to think about it. Like, It took billions and millions and billions and years of evolution to get to where we are now, and I can only think if the planet doesn't self-destruct by how much we've basically destroyed it and its resources, I would love to think about how much people and animals and life on Earth would develop, you know, continue to evolve and stuff like that. And I'm fascinated by the prospect of all of it. Like I wonder how much we as a life form can continue to evolve. Where will we end up? How would we be? It's kind of fascinating to kind of think about. You know, like look at where we come from to the proof of what we used to be as a life form, to where we are now as a life form, having evolved so much in so many years. Like I want to think, like it's crazy to think about what will we become from here. You know, like that's crazy. That's like a really like brain exploding kind of thought, like because we could become anything, I think, from this point onward. You know, the people constantly experimenting, constantly making theories and you know, experimenting and things like that. I'm fascinated to see how we evolve. You gotta read All Tomorrows. Ooh, send me the name of the author over Discord, like the title and the author over Discord. I'm always looking to read like books like of that nature, that kind of helps me, makes me think, you know, gives me a picture. The books explain subdivisions of humans in the future. Like, yeah, I would love to read that. Like, I love books that make me think. And it'd be fascinating. That'd be very fascinating. Oh, that's how exciting. How exciting. All Tomorrows. I gotta write that down. Oh, I have my notebook. Oh, if I can grab it. I'll look it up. Also, among other things, the book is about body cosmic horror, but nice. Listen, I would like to read it very much. You know how I am with my horror, and body horror is one of my favorite things because it's just like it's one of those things that actually causes me a discomfort in that horror sense. Because watching a scary movie doesn't scare me. Because suspension of belief. Like I know suspension of belief and all that, but they don't really scare me. But body horror is something that really gets to me, you know, because it's so visceral and it's so real that I'm like, that's just that's something visceral for me. It's like, oh no, thank you. Like it's based on the course of millions of years of evolution. Oh, over the course. It's also a really short read, I think. Oh, but still, I would read it. I don't mind if it's a short read. I would still read it. I do like short stories, because you know I feel like they're more enjoyable to read because you kind of get right to the point. 111 pages. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good read for me. That's a nice casual read. I'll read that. The book I'm going to be reading tomorrow, The Stranger, by Albert Camus. It's only like 123 pages. It's a decent read. Short. It's a nice casual read. Like I would read that I would read that in the evening. You know, it's like an evening time, like right before bed kind of read. Yeah, I'm gonna read it. So, you know. Put that there. But yeah. So I think it's good. There's no protagonist. It's sort of like a documentary bestiary. All right. Still, I would still read it. I would still read it. I would enjoy reading something like that, because then, like, yeah, it makes me feel like I'm learning, and it'd be fascinating. The good length for a book like that. Nice. Very good. Very good. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely look it up. I'll probably end up putting it on my e-reader. If I can find it, I'll probably put it on my e-reader. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it here, you guys. I'm getting kind of socially drained because I'm hanging out with friends all weekend, so I'm kind of getting tired. So, but we'll come back again tomorrow for story time. Once again we're reading The Stranger by Albert Camus, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday morning, evening, afternoon, nighttime, whatever time it may be. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. So remember, hug your friends, tell someone you love them, and be a force for good in the world, because goodness knows the world needs more goodness. I love you guys so very, very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Mwah! I'll be seeing y'all. Bye!